All right. Okay.
And 1, 2, 3.
You're on Skype delay, Hamilton.
I was thinking, should I clap ahead of time?
You should be synced up now, anyway. All right, we're not going. Okay. We're not broadcasting live though. All right. Okay. Hi, this is Lori.
This is Peter.
This is Hamilton.
And we're with Action Heroes LA and Heroes Character Rental Service doing a movie review of
Them.
Who?
Them.
Who they is?
Who they is?
What?
Who?
So this is the 1954 black and white classic horror. Would you call it horror?
Yes.
Suspense drama. Yeah. Starring some people.
Yes. The guy who played Santa Claus in
Miracle on 34th Street.
34th Street.
And it's looking okay. I'll look it up.
And that other guy that always plays a cop.
You know all these actors, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
In black and white movies.
So this is a choice of Peter. Why did you pick this film in particular?
Because when I was a kid, it was one of my favorite movies.
Oh, wow.
But one thing, because we had a black and white TV,
mm-hmm.
I actually didn't notice until we put it on screen mm-hmm. that the word them was in color or Technicolor.
Yeah. But
the whole movie's black and white.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere the whole movie was intended to be in color and 3D. Mm. And I forget if it was a budget reason or something, or the technology. Something happened with the 3D cameras mm-hmm. not working right. That's the only color. Or they couldn't do the color thing, so they said, well, we'll do the title or something like that, or that's something they had already done. So anyway, so it's a movie about, there's some police officers in New Mexico desert that just are researching some mysterious disappearances and murders. Mm-hmm. And it turns out...
Well, it turns out that different clues they're going through is telling them certain things, and then... Mm-hmm. They finally do a moulage.
A moulage?
A moulage, which is a plaster cast.
Okay, thank you. I was like, is it a montage or a moulage? I didn't know.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking like...
Which is a plaster cast of prints that they found. And the prints that they found, they actually sent them to the FBI, who sent them to, I think, zoology or something like that.
There was some, I forget what they weren't... I forget the name for the bug doctors.
Yeah.
But it was a different term. It's a kind of a specific doctor that studies.
Yes. And they find out, this seems to be ants.
Yeah.
But they're giant.
Giant, big-ass ants.
It turns out
in the desert.
There was these huge ants, and they figured out that it must have been from the atomic bomb. Because back then, they did a lot of stuff. Oh, the atomic bomb, this is what it'll do.
It's kind of like the whole 5G thing giving you COVID. It's a lot of, you don't, something new technology-wise or scientific-wise that you just assume it can do all kinds of things. So, especially in the birth of the atomic age, they thought it would create all kinds of mutant animals and mm-hmm. things.
Right.
So this was an interesting movie. It was not the kind of campy B movie that I expected it to be. It was a lot more serious. Mm-hmm. They brought in some serious science about ants into the movie. And it was a really entertaining movie. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
I think the thing that I enjoyed about it is that
let Hamilton talk in a minute.
how they puppeted the ants. It was very good. It was really good.
What do you think about it?
I liked it as well, y'all. For like the same reason that you said, Laurie. It wasn't campy. It wasn't so bad. It's good. It was it was like, the story was interesting. The only thing for me was I knew enough about ants that I could see where they were going with it. The whole idea of, what if ants were the size of people or whatever, they would be, like monsters or whatever. So I thought it was
the strength of ants and how they can carry so many times their weight, and they talk about that.
Exactly.
And it's, one of the things I appreciated, kind of the ants end up coming to LA into the underground sewer system, and the LA River is in there, and I hadn't expected that turn to go. And it's something that LA's that's there. It's not really a river, an LA River, and it's better known for the car race in the movie Grease. It's the LA River.
Right.
It takes place in. But yeah, so it was kind of cool to see that, and there was also a lady scientist that. A doctor.
Yes.
She was one of the ant experts working with her dad, Santa Claus from Miracle on 34th Street, to kind of educate these people on what they were dealing with and how to handle giant ants.
And
they worked for the government.
Rosie Perez played her, right?
Sure, she did.
I don't know, Peter. I don't know about that. I think we have to go check on IMDB or something.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look that up.
Well, I'm going to tell you, if Rosie Perez played that doctor, I'm going to get sick real fast.
Okay, so yeah.
You don't like Rosie Perez, I don't think.
He's not too much. He's not a... Oh, my God. But anyway...
I'm a critic.
Edmund Gwenn is Santa Claus, who played the head scientist that they called, and it was his daughter, and I don't have her name. James Arness is in this movie too.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also James Whitmore. It's kind of interesting. There's a little girl who does really good in the early scenes.
Very
she kind
good,
of,
yes.
She's one of the victims of the early on of the ant attack, and they're still trying to figure out everything, and she's just traumatized into silence. And I thought it was interesting because the little girl kind of looked like Natalie Wood, and to have Edmund Gwenn in the movie and stuff, and then they got a girl that kind of looked like Natalie Wood.
Yeah.
It wasn't Natalie Wood; it was a girl named Sandy Drescher, and she did a pretty good job. And she has this kind of pivotal scene.
Yes.
That she kind of shrieks about in horror.
Yeah.
Damn!
Exactly.
We have no props set up for this.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay.
Anyway, so
I wanted to add, y'all, the thing I really liked about this film, for the fact that we were watching it together online, it was like it was just like a good, fun film to watch. Like lightweight. It wasn't too heavy. I love old black and white drive-in type movies.
Yeah.
And. Yeah, I think I've always wanted to see this film, but I just, it's a film you don't really hear people talk about much, but it's part of popular culture, and, if you want to have a reference for what it's about, like if you see mention of it on The Simpsons or something, it's good to at least have seen the film to know what they're talking about.
It's made that much of a impact on people, I think, of a certain age who grew up with the movie. Yeah, I had never seen it, But, and like I said, I'm just surprised it really respected people's intelligence.
It did.
The viewers' intelligence in a way I wasn't expecting. So, it's a definite movie to check out, So, any other...
That's a good point. It wasn't like when you think of 50s drive-in B movies, you think of like these crazy monsters. No, it was good. You're right.
It was. You were expecting. You knew it was going to be ants, and you were expecting crazy monsters, but they very much respected the science and the biology and behind the ants, and explaining that and incorporating that into the storyline of the movie. So
right.
And, we're going to make me a sergeant, pass me the booze.
Who is that guy again? He's another... He's
another character actor that
was,
was in a lot of movies.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of... oh, man.
Because, James Arness was the monster in the First Thing movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back then, like now, where it's more a culture thing or a thing to have one name as an entertainer. Back then, you had one name as a movie.
The starring movie kind of thing.
Yeah, like The Thing, them.
Oh, that you're talking
You
about
know,
the
yeah,
title. Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me mention Joan Weldon as Dr. Patricia. So, and I mean, there was some kind of like really uncomfortable flirting being done by this FBI officer with her. That was
James
just like,
Arness.
by James Arness. It was kind of, you know, it's dated. It was just dated and stuff like it's like, yeah, you wouldn't be able to get away with kind of dropping those lines on anybody today.
Yeah.
Right.
So
it probably would have a backlash on the internet.
Yeah, it definitely would, you know.
Media.
He'd be canceled.
Yeah, exactly. It would be like cancel culture.
Cancel FBI.
But the one thing, the one really nice thing about them to me is that except for the cars and stuff like that, it doesn't really date itself because it doesn't do things that are out of the ordinary for now. You know.
Okay.
So I thought it was a really good made movie for now and for them.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. So, any other thoughts, Ham? Or
no, just
check it out. You know,
film.
Yeah.
And like you said, it doesn't insult the viewer's intelligence, but then it doesn't take itself too seriously.
Yeah.
And if your attitude is to just have fun, it's a fun movie. If you're watching it with your friends, it's a fun movie. You know, it's not anything too heavy. So yeah, I like it.
So check out them, or if you've seen it already, leave us some comments about it, what you think, and I think we out.
We out on them.
We out on them.
My lag. I'm sorry. I don't expect to be on time tonight.